What happens when two beloved childhood stars go from on-screen chemistry to complete silence for over 2 decades? When a friendship that once lit up screens around the world suddenly vanishes? Tonight we are diving deep into the shocking revelation by Frankie Muniz, the iconic face of Malcolm in the Middle, who has now confessed that he hasn't spoken a single word to his former co-star Hilary Duff, the adored lead of Lizzie McGuire, in 22 long years. And the cause? A quiet casting war, hidden emotions, and one moment that changed everything during the making of Agent Cody Banks. It all unfolded when Frankie Muniz appeared on the Joe Vulpes podcast, and in a surprising twist, decided to tell a story he claims he has never shared publicly before. You could hear the nervous laugh in his voice, the kind someone lets out when they know they're stepping into controversial territory, but they've been holding it in for far too long. "I might get in trouble for this, but I don't care," he said, and with that, years of Hollywood silence cracked open. Frankie admitted, "I've never talked to Hilary Duff since the last day of filming." Just like that, childhood nostalgia shattered. Two stars who once smiled together at premieres, who played teen spies saving the world, cut off at the root. Not a message, not a call, not even a casual Hollywood run-in in over 2 decades. But why? What happened between the two teenage megastars? Was it ego, career competition, personal betrayal? No. According to Frankie, the feud, if we can call it that, wasn't between him and Hilary Duff at all. It was sparked by her mother. Yes, Hollywood parents, the silent game changers behind so many young careers. Frankie remembers it clearly, the moment everything shifted. And he walked us right back into that day on the set of Lizzie McGuire, the show that turned Hilary Duff into a generation's sweetheart. He recalls sitting with Hilary's mom on set, just casual conversation, or so he thought. She asks him about his plans for the summer, innocent enough. Frankie proudly answers, he's filming a movie where he plays a junior James Bond-style character. It's called Agent Cody Banks, he tells her enthusiastically. And then, the moment that changed everything, she asks if there's a girl role, a lead girl, someone he thinks would be right for Hilary. Frankie didn't think much of it. He shrugged, maybe laughed it off. But the next morning, the entire world flipped upside down. He walked onto set. He stepped into Hilary Duff's dressing room to say hi like he always did. And out of nowhere, boom, her mom hits him with the news. Guess what? She's doing Cody Banks with you. Frankie froze, shocked, confused, stunned. In his words, he looked at her and said, "No, she's not." But she doubled down. "No, yeah, she is." In just one casual conversation, a massive Hollywood film deal had been locked in. And Frankie suddenly realized he had been used. In his version of the story, Frankie wasn't just the star of Agent Cody Banks. He had contract influence, and part of that power was supposed to be choosing his leading lady. Guess who he originally wanted? Not Hilary. Frankie admits he had his heart set on Kristen Kruk, the rising breakout star from Smallville. Stunning, talented, and someone he felt fit the role perfectly. But that didn't matter anymore. In just hours, Hilary Duff's deal was signed, a deal that hadn't even been discussed the day before. To Frankie, it felt calculated, like he had been taken for a ride. He wasn't mad at Hilary Duff. He wasn't angry she got the job. He just suddenly felt stripped of the professional respect he'd earned, cornered, manipulated, embarrassed. Because in his mind, if she really knew nothing about the movie until that night, how did a contract get signed by morning? Who made the phone calls? Who rushed the paperwork? Who pushed her into the film? The answer seemed obvious to him: Mama Duff. And so, as the cameras rolled and the world fell in love with Cody and Natalie behind the scenes, sadness settled in. Frankie stayed professional, and if you go back to promotional interviews and behind-the-scenes clips, you'll see the smiles. You'll see the camaraderie. You'll hear both young stars say how fun it was to work together. But now, we know that at least one of them was hiding something deeper. Frankie says he swallowed it. He didn't tell anyone, he didn't create drama. But the silent, emotional crack between him and Hilary Duff never healed. And at wrap, when the lights dimmed, the set cleared, the spy gadgets went back in storage, Frankie walked away and never spoke to Hilary again. The saddest part? He insists she likely doesn't even know why, that she has no idea any of this happened behind closed doors. That the hurt, the confusion, the sense of betrayal stayed locked in his chest while she moved on completely unaware. The comedy, the action, the teen hero fantasy, all a glossy cover over a quiet emotional fracture. Hollywood magic, hiding Hollywood reality. And when it came time for the sequel, Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London, Hilary Duff wasn't there. She was gone, replaced, absent, off doing her own thing. Fans wondered, rumors whispered. But nobody imagined that behind that casting switch was a silent friendship funeral from years earlier. Yet Frankie isn't bitter. His tone wasn't angry. He didn't roll his eyes. He didn't take shots at Hilary Duff herself. Instead, there was a quiet sadness and a desire to finally let go of a story that clearly haunted him. He even said, almost with a soft laugh, that he would love to talk to her again, catch up, clear the air, because time changes things. People grow, pain fades, and sometimes silence lasts simply because no one ever realized there was a wound to begin with. "I'd love to talk to her about it," he said, "because I'm sure she doesn't even know any of it happened." Think about that. One moment, one misunderstanding, one parental move in the name of career, and two rising stars drift apart for 22 years. That's Hollywood, glitter on the outside, sometimes heartbreak in the quiet corners. But could a reunion happen? Could nostalgia bring Frankie Muniz and Hilary Duff back together? After all, the world loves a comeback. Fans crave closure, and if Lizzie McGuire taught us anything, it's that sometimes the best endings are surprising ones, where old friends come back into focus. And honestly, wouldn't millions tune in to see these two sit down, laugh about their teenage Hollywood days, and wipe away that silent tension? Frankie seems ready. He opened the door. The question now is, will Hilary Duff walk through it? For now, this secret sits at the intersection of childhood nostalgia and adult reality. A reminder that behind every glossy movie poster and every Disney-era smile, there are real emotions, real misunderstandings, and real people trying to figure life out while the world watches. Silent grudges. Surprising confessions, and the possibility, just maybe, of a long-awaited conversation. Because in Hollywood, never say never.